Hey guys, how's it going? STK here, back with another video. In case you have not noticed, this is not Clash of Clans, this is not Clash Royale. This is a new game called Last Day on Earth. It's a zombie survival game, and I've been playing it for the last few days now, and it's super fun. It's a zombie survival game, and it's actually really good. So if you haven't played this game, I'll kind of give you the basics and I'll give you the quick rundown. So you're a survivor and you're supposed to gather resources, gather food, gather water, and build yourself a base, and that's kind of pretty much what it gives you at the start. So I'm going to show you what I have going on right now, and we're going to do a little bit of gameplay. So this is my house. You gather wood and stuff like that, and you actually build your own house. So this is kind of what I have going on right now. I don't really like the way it's turned out, and I might redo the house off camera, kind of, but I'll show you kind of why I built the house the way I built it. So in the game, people can come to your base and actually take your resources and stuff like that. So most of my important things, like this is where I'll make my food. This blue tarp-like thing is how I make water. And then over here in the corner, this is how I cook my food and stuff like that. So in case they come in and break down my walls, they have another set of walls to get through before they actually get to like what's important to me. And so if someone were to come and raid my base, it would probably be pretty easy right now for them to come in and get all my stuff. So that's why I'm thinking that I need to redo my base a little bit and make it a little bit harder, make a couple more walls for them to have to break down in order to get to my things. So as you can see above my head, I have a hunger and thirst meter. So if I go to my backpack, my hunger is at 17 and my thirst is at 9. It's right below my name. So now what I have to do is drink some water. So I'm going to my water and I'm going to drink 2 of those. And then I have a little bit of meat already cooked up, so I'm going to eat a few of those and get my hunger down a bit. You also use that to kind of heal yourself up if you get hurt by a zombie or whatever. So over here I have a couple of my chests, and this has some of the basic things that you'll find throughout the world and stuff like that. And now that I just drank my water, I'm gonna go to my they call it a rain catcher. So now I have this empty water bottle that I just used up. So I'm gonna place it in there and it's gonna refill my water for me. And now I need to go to my food if I can find it. I'm a little disorganized, but it's alright. I'm gonna split it up. I usually like to take at least 2 with me in case I'm out and about and I do get hungry. I'm gonna take the rest of my carrots too. Go into my backpack, and this is kind of your inventory. When you equip a backpack, you have a whole second slot, kind of where my carrots are in the backpack section. You get a whole second set of inventory, and on your personal you have your weapon, your backpack that I have equipped. You can carry 1 item in your pocket, and that kind of helps for like healing up on the fly. And then your basic clothes, they act as armor and stuff like that, and I have my weapons and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I need a little bit more resources. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go out and I'm gonna show you guys the global map, and we're gonna go to another player's base and I'm gonna raid it, and that'll kind of give you an idea of why I don't like my base the way I like it. So this is the global map, and you can go to all kinds of different places for resources and stuff like that. You have the rocks, you have the pine bushes and stuff like that, and as you keep upgrading and stuff, you'll get access to further away resources like these oak bushes and stuff like that. So right here in the infected forest, you'll see a little countdown, and every day I have a group of zombies that comes to my base and breaks down walls, and it messes things up. So every day I have a horde that comes after me. I just had one come after me, so it'll be a while before I get one. And what I was going to show you was we have this base right here. I think this is an NPC base, but we're going to go ahead and run to it. Going from location to location costs energy, so you kind of have to be smart with how you use up your energy. So going to Shadow's base, it's a little bit away from mine, that's why it costs 42 energy. So when we go to Shadow's base, we're going to check it out. We're going to see if we can get anything good. Right now this game is not fully, it's in beta right now I believe, and it's not fully out. So they're like slowly adding more and more things to the game as, you know, time comes out. So right now I'm in another player's base. This is Shadow's base. I'm pretty sure he's an NPC. He's kind of just there. So you have his structure here. He has a few traps set along the walls. Those are spike traps. That'll hurt me if I get too close to it. And he has a truck right here that's got nothing in it. So he pretty much just has a massive structure. So if you're wanting to raid another person's base, they just added this where you used to need C4, and I think with the more higher upgraded walls you would still need it, but now they have it to where you can actually break down walls with a hatchet. Each wall you break down will use up a certain hatchet, or will use up a hatchet. So I'll kind of show you. I'm going to go up to this wall and I'm going to cut it down using my hatchet, and it should break it down right there. So now that I broke down his wall, I have access to this room here. So we're going to go ahead and look and see what all he has. He's got some cards, he's got some wood. I'm going to take the wood, and I already have some stone, so I'm just going to take 4 of those, and I'll take the card too. And then I'm going to kind of look in the next room and see, I might need to make another hatchet. So when you go to crafting, you'll go in here, and as you level up, you'll get skill points, and you use those skill points to unlock certain things. So I'm going to go here and craft a hatchet. You need wood and you need stone to make one, and I have plenty of that. So we're going to go ahead and knock down his door. And now I have access to this room. So in here he's got some food cooking. He actually doesn't have food, but he's got fuel for it. And then this is one of the big draws to the game. You can assemble a chopper, and that's kind of how you get to the farther away locations. So in order to make the chopper, you have to find all these resources, all the wires, the bearings, and the springs and tires and stuff like that, and then you finalize it, and that's how you make the chopper. And you can also get different paint colors and kind of customize your chopper, and I think that's pretty cool. So there's not really a whole lot in this room, so we're gonna go, I'm gonna check my inventory. I'm gonna have to make another hatchet, so we're going into the blueprints, and I'm gonna go ahead and craft one. And then we're going to start knocking down this wall here. So as we go through, now we have, oh, see? He's kind of doing what I'm doing. He has his farm and his rain catchers kind of in the center, kind of like what I had. So I kind of have the right idea. So let's go ahead and check out the rain catchers. I'm going to take all that, and I'm going to take all this water. That's always good to have. He has upgraded chests. These chests here can hold a little bit more than what mine can hold. So he's got some jerky and some wood and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and look at the other chest. You always want to take the nuts and bolts and transistors and stuff like that. He's got another card, so I'll go ahead and take that. Here, this is a smelter. Once you get a high enough level, you can unlock the smelter and smelt certain metals and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take that, and I can take a couple more pieces of wood. What's this? It's a workbench. So you have logs here that you'll find throughout the wild, and then you go to the workbench and you can upgrade them and use those as materials for upgrading and stuff like that. Let's look and see. He does have some carrots. I'm probably gonna take half of those carrots. Oop, go back in there. I'm gonna take half of the carrots and put them in my pocket. And on the lower right hand of the screen where you see like my weapon here, you'll see the carrots, and that's like my pocket. So if I get hurt, I can quickly like use whatever's in my pocket to heal or to switch to my weapon, and that makes it to where you don't have to stop what you're doing, go into your inventory, and then actually use the items and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. I think that that's all I can get to right now, because he has these walls upgraded too much. And then here you can see he has the walls upgraded so much that I would need C4 in order to break down the walls, and I don't have any C4. So let's look at our inventory and see what all we have. We got a good amount of wood, and we got a few more parts, electronic parts and stuff like that. So now I'm gonna go back through the chest and I'm gonna take what I need, just because I didn't want to I'll go ahead and take all that. I didn't want to kind of fill up my inventory and then have to stop and make choices. A lot of it is managing your inventory. Like right now, I want that duct tape, so I'm gonna get rid of the 7 rock and I'm gonna take the duct tape. I don't really need anything in the smelter, I don't think. Yeah, I can take it. A lot of the items that you find, you can hold up to 20 before they make a new stack, I guess. So let's go ahead and look at these other 2. I'm gonna take that duct tape. There was 7 of them. That's really good. I'm gonna go ahead and take the nuts and bolts, and then I'm gonna look at the other guy. Ooh, he's got pants. I think I definitely need these boots. And I'm gonna look at these pants. They're a little bit better pair of pants, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep those. And now I really want this machete, and I'm not sure what to dump. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this hatchet, since I can go ahead and make one whenever I want. And that's pretty much all that I have access to right now. Once I have C4, I can come back and blow apart these walls, and I bet there's really good loot in there. So that's kind of one aspect to the game. You can go to other players' resources and stuff like that, or go to other players' bases and get resources that way, or you can go out into the wild and kind of farm them yourself. So what I'm gonna do is look at these pine bushes. That takes 30 to get there. I have to go back home and kind of restock my I gotta dump everything that's in my inventory, and then I can go back out again and find more loot and stuff like that. We actually got a lot of wood, and that's really good since I'm thinking of redoing my base. So I'll definitely be using that wood for that. So once we get to our base, we're gonna go in it. And you'll find zombies like randomly. Sometimes they'll be at your base, and sometimes they're out in the wild and stuff like that. So that's kind of why you didn't see any zombies there, was because I was at a player base and they're not really common there. So now we're going into my base. I have to redo my inventory. I actually have a chest here, and I can drop off all the wood that I have here. Let's go ahead and drop it off. Since I have a little bit of space, I'm gonna go ahead and put my logs or my rocks in there too. And then in one of these crates here, that's my food crate, I have like kind of a random electronics part, like right here. So I can drop off these pieces here. What else? I can put my duct tape in here. I'm gonna keep my machete. Weapons are always good. And that's all. See, here's the paint that I was talking about. Once you get the chopper, you can paint it, and that's really cool. Green's my favorite, so green's my favorite color. So I thought to kind of hold on to that green paint. There's my food. What can I put in here? I don't have any nuts and bolts in here. That's kind of weird. So let's look in this one more time. Nope. Look in this one more time. I can put a few nuts and bolts in here. See, it can only hold 20. And then it put the rest in my inventory. So now I'm just gonna find a random spot here and put my nuts and bolts in there. I'll go ahead and put what I can in there. I have a place for my cards. I don't know where my see, I have a CAC card C. That's for the Charlie bunker. This is for Alpha bunker, and this is for Romeo bunker. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those, and I'll show you the bunkers too. Let's look at our inventory. We need a spot for this metal here. I'm just gonna use this chest here. I'm kind of organized and I'm kind of disorganized, so once I redo my base, I'll kind of have for sure spots to kind of put everything. So that kind of makes me feel better that I kind of had the right idea with that other base. He had kind of the same idea as me, so that kind of tells me that I'm on the right, path. Over here you have a shower, you get stinky and zombies can find you more easily, so I have a shower built and stuff like that. There's a good amount of detail in the game, and that's kind of why I like it so much. So I'm going to show you guys the bunkers that I was talking about with the cards, and then I don't know what we're doing. Also, randomly there'll be little events, humanitarian aid box that was dropped nearby. It must have something interesting inside. Usually they have stuff that you need, but since I did raid that base, I don't have enough energy to kind of run there. So I think what I'm gonna do, how much is it to get to this forest? 15. I have enough energy. So I'm gonna go here and kind of get a few more resources. I need seeds for my carrots for my farm. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And then throughout this area, there will be zombies and there will be things trying to hurt me. And then occasionally you can find other survivors and they'll try and kill you too. And sometimes it's frustrating because when you die, you drop everything on your inventory. And then you gotta go back and try and find your body and then get your stuff back. So here's a biter. That's a zombie. So I kinda gotta get rid of him before I can keep going. And then you can actually raid them. So I'm gonna take his rope. You always want to take what the zombies have. I don't have another hatchet. That's a lot of zombies. Also, what you can do is you can sneak, and then you can kind of sneak up behind these zombies and get critical attacks. So that's kind of what I just did, and I got rid of that zombie in one smack. So we're gonna get rid of this zombie, see what he has, more rope, and then I'm gonna go ahead and sneak up on this zombie right here. There's a wolf. That's kind of how you get meat and stuff like that. And I just leveled up. Every time you level up, you get your health replenished and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take all of these. I need these pine bushes. There's another wolf. When you get the pine bushes, you get the leaves and you also get seeds, and that's kind of how you get carrot seeds. So, I'm not gonna smack it, I'm gonna take it. And then over here you can see the chest on my mini map in the top right. So I'm gonna try and get to it. There's a roaming zombie right here next to it, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of it. And then I think, oh my goodness, there's so many. I'm gonna go around here and take out this one zombie, and then I'm gonna try, it's not a zombie, it's a wolf. So now I'm gonna go in and see if there's anything good in this box, and hopefully no one will mess with me while you're unlocking it. Sometimes zombies will come up and kind of mess with you. So I'm gonna take all that, all the nuts and bolts and everything. I'm gonna look in my inventory and I'm gonna actually drink a water, and I'm gonna eat some meat since I'm running low on all that stuff. You're constantly trying to keep yourself well fed and well hydrated and stuff like that. Over here I will take this. There are berries. I'm gonna go ahead and take that too, since I can make tea and stuff like that. There's another wolf. Sometimes when I'm playing, survivors and zombies will run up on me so fast that it's scary. So I'm gonna take everything the wolf had, and then I'm also gonna get this seed. There's a zombie, he already saw me, so let's get rid of him. Done. I'm not gonna take that because my inventory is getting kind of full. I'm gonna go ahead and take the plant fiber. Ooh, there's another chest up here, so what I'm gonna do, this zombie already saw me. I'm gonna get rid of him real fast, and then I'm gonna try and sneak up here and get this other bag, and then I think I'm gonna get out of here before something really bad happens to me. So what's in the bag? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the bolts. I'm gonna take that. I am gonna take the bearings since I don't really have any of those, and I'm gonna swap out the hide for the tape because tape is kind of hard to find around here. I'm gonna take that, and then I think we're gonna call it. My inventory's full and I got a few things that I need. I can start making more carrots. I'm gonna look down here real quick. The plant fiber is hidden behind the tree. Let's go ahead and take this plant fiber. There's another zombie. We're gonna get rid of him real fast. And then right above my weapon, I'm gonna use some carrots, and that's how I kind of heal up real fast. That way I don't have to stop and look in my inventory and select the carrots. I really like that feature of the game. Take a few more berries. Let's look at our inventory. I have 12 berries, so I can go ahead and grab a few more. And I think that's pretty much it. There's a zombie. Let's get rid of him, and then we're gonna run home. That one took a while to get rid of. So that'll be it for this area. And let's see. I don't think I have enough energy to run home, because I'm only at 4 energy and it takes 15 energy to get home. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and walk there. Walking just takes a really long time, and that's kind of why I'll use up the energy while I'm doing the videos and stuff like that. And since we did level up, so now you'll see in the top left of blueprints, and right across from that you'll see the 2 skill points. So I can use those 2 skill points to unlock what I need. And as you keep leveling up, you get access to cooler and cooler things. You'll eventually be able to make guns and better armor and stuff like that. A brewery, I've never seen that before. And you know, as you level up, you make more and more cool things, more guns and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. So let's look and see. I have 2 skill points that I can use. I can either get a meat dryer. It's just another way to make meat without using resources. I have the tanning rack unlocked. I can unlock the makeshift bats and kind of make the bats that I'm using right now. The one I'm using I found. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and, this is kind of a tough choice. I'm gonna go ahead and learn the meat drying rack just so that it'll kind of save me a little bit of resources. I won't have to use wood to kind of cook it and stuff like that. So I think that's gonna end it here, guys. I wanted to show you this game. I've been playing it for a few days and I thought it's really cool. I hope you guys like it. If you guys are playing this game, let me know, and if you have any tips on the game, definitely leave that in the comments. And that's gonna end it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.